Footy Chat with Max and Danny. Danny, you'll be glad to know this week I remembered my shirt.
I saw it, Max. That's much better.
And I'm going with a popped collar. What do you reckon?
Oh, well, I'd just go the other way.
I
Just
look like
keep
I'm
them
barrel.
You're right. You do, yeah.
Now, you might wonder why we're standing here beside this wonderful piece of architecture, Danny.
I've no idea.
This week it's all about defence.
Okay.
You get it?
Now I'm better.
Defence. Because I was looking at the competition table. Kama Knights on top, undefeated. They've had a couple of draws, but importantly, only 64 points against, the least number of points scored against them in the season. And that number increases as you go further down the table, as you would expect. But there is one anomaly to that, and that's Warilla Lake South Gorillas, who by virtue of their defence have only conceded 114 points, but they can't score any points. We saw that last week against Gerringong.
Yeah, we did. They held the Lions to 6 points to 2 in the second half. They only scored one try for themselves. On that basis, against alone, they'd be running fourth at the moment, and at the moment they're eighth. So yeah, that's a big difference.
They've only scored just over 10 points a game for the 6 rounds, and that's working against the Warilla Lake South Gorillas. Kiama, their defence has come to the fore. They're undefeated on top of the table. Gerringong Lions now in second position. Shell Harbour Sharks have dropped down by virtue of their defeat to Kiama Knights. They're now in third position. Jamboree Super is in fourth. Port Kembla Blacks in 5. Narrabomberary Jets in 6. Those teams are where our final 5 is going to come from, don't you think, Danny?
Oh, well, Warilla's still a chance, Max. So, as you said, if they improve their attack, then anything's possible. But we're only 6 weeks into the competition, so yeah, it's pretty tight. You have a look at the teams that are in the top 5. Maybe they stay there, maybe they don't. But with a couple of injuries get involved, especially for some of the good teams, you wouldn't like to see Patrick Cronin or someone like that get injured for the Lions.
Albion Park Oak Flats Eagles might have something to say about it as well. Currently in 7th, they've won 2 games now, got a bit of momentum going, so it'll be interesting to see how they progress for the rest of the season. Got to thank our sponsors while we're here as well. Shoalhaven Hot Water, McDonald's, South Narra and Bomaderry, Southern Man in Ulladulla, their sponsor Southern Man Dan, how could we forget them? Joyce Main, South Narra and Ulladulla Removals as well. Thanks so much for supporting the KIX Footy Call. This week, another top of the table clash. Kiama Knights taking on Gerringong Lions on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, that should be a ripper. That's first versus second, and from what we saw in the last 2 weeks, that'll be a really good game. Kiama playing well, and Gerringong got a bit to work with.
They do now. That'll be a cracking game. Bomaderary Jets, Bomaderary Swampies, taking on Port Kembla Blacks on Saturday afternoon. Port Kembla are lots of form on the board. I reckon they'd be favourites for this game.
Yeah, and now are not in form. They've had a draw and 2 losses in the last 3 weeks after starting the competition really well. I know from talking to Southern Man Dan, who's obviously pretty close to the Jets, they're not happy with the way things are going there, so that'll be a big game.
Huge game. On Sunday, Berry Shoalhaven Heads Magpies take on Jamboree Supers. Jamboree had a fantastic win, come from behind win against Narra. I reckon they've got to be special for that one.
Yeah, Berry's a strange team. They were competitive in all of their games, but they've only won the one, so yeah, you would think the Jamboree wins that.
Warilla Lake South Gorillas, Albion Park Oak Flats Eagles on Sunday afternoon. Now, by virtue of what we were talking about before, they're just outside the 5. This could really sort them out.
Well, a win today takes them to 6 points, which has the potential to just be behind Narrabomberary Jets if they got beat. So it really tightens that top end of the comp.
And the game that we'll be at, because we're trying to take KIX Footy to all of the grounds in the first 11 rounds of this competition, so we're heading to Danny Free territory on Sunday afternoon. Bill Andrewski, Mollymook Oval for the clash with the Bulldogs and the Shell Harbour City Sharks. The Bulldogs, 6 losses, 6 games, Danny Free.
Yeah, 6 losses, 6 games. They've lost a few players. They missed Adam Stone. The feeling at the start of the year was really positive. They won their trials. Everyone was talking them up. This is a huge game for the Bulldogs, and it'll be a big crowd, Max.
We'll be there on Sunday afternoon. We'll be on air from 2:30, 101.1 KIX FM. Tune in for some Group 7 Rugby League, and as mentioned before, it's all about defence.